Hello, my name is Josh, and this is the Skype for Business recap. This is a weekly show that I do pretty much just to cover what's new in the wonderful world of Skype for Business and Microsoft UC each week. About a 15-minute segment here, so I'll try not to drag on too long and bore you. Got some cool topics today. Before I do that, a couple quick announcements. First off, Amanda Debler, I apologize. You are my latest victim of name butchering, and I did put the prerequisite on my last show when I mentioned the blog post for Amanda. Her blog post. I put it out there that I hadn't had my coffee yet, and lo and behold, this is the result. This is why you don't record shows without drinking your coffee. I called her Debbie at the end of the show. Her name's Amanda. I didn't even say the name wrong. I just said the wrong name. Anyway, I am sorry. I will do my best to always drink my coffee first and make sure I get your name right in the future. So, I love the Twitter handle, by the way. It's @TexMandy, and good stuff. All right, cool. Next announcement. I am going to be doing a guest spot on the Skype show coming this probably August 1st, this coming Monday. The Skype show is hosted by Mark Vale. I will be one of the guests alongside Andrew Morpeth, and I'm going to be talking about hybrid, a topic near and dear to my heart. I like the topic, obviously. Authored the Skype for Business Hybrid Handbook. It's free, by the way, out there on the TechNet Gallery. And yeah, so I'll be on the show. Going to be great. Thanks for inviting me, Mark, and I'm looking forward to doing that. Also, I'm sporting Integration Partners Orange. Integration Partners, for those of you that don't know, is my new employer. I started with them a few weeks ago, and it's been a good few weeks. Enjoying the new team, enjoying the projects. It's been a good place to be. So thanks for bringing me on board, guys. Thanks for the awesome swag. I'm not sure what kind of fashion statement I'm making by doing the polo with the cowboy hat, but hey, we'll go with it and just see where it takes us today. So anyway, there's that. And lastly, changed my board up a bit. Got rid of the little Microsoft logo up here and tried to freehand the Skype for Business logo. Obviously, I failed terribly, but hey, I tried. It was about 3 or 4 tries, and I just couldn't do it anymore, so that's what we have to deal with today. Sorry, that is what it is. Perhaps next time I should get a cutout cardboard template and some spray paint. But then you've got some of the topics. We'll be talking about VMWorld 2016 and also touching on Stale Hansen's contribution to the community this week. So let's go over to our Infinity screen and jump straight into it here. All right. Or not. Maybe go and jump straight into it here. Wrong window. That's what happens when you have too many different windows open. All right. This is the msunified.net blog. It is Stale Hansen's blog. He is an Office Servers and Services MVP. And he has this is a very short blog post, really, because he's sharing a tool, or a resource, I should say, a new TechNet wiki he created called the Skype for Business Survival Guide. Let's go over there and take a look at this. I like to think of this as a one-stop shop for anything and everything to do with Skype for Business, for Skype for Business techs and admins. This is great. Out there in the TechNet wikis, has an interactive table of contents, and we got everything on here. Updates for servers and clients, client links, client tools, phone edition and room systems, deployment and planning, troubleshooting, development, third-party applications. You can see how he's hitting every possible topic here. Adoption, management, training resources, certification resources, shows, and he's got the Skype for B recap. Thanks, Stolly. We appreciate you putting a link out there. And we've also got some other good shows in here. The UC Architects podcast, the Skype show, Skype for Business video broadcast series with Jamie Stark and Sean Wilson over at Microsoft. And then under books and ebooks, the Skype for Business hybrid handbook also made the cut. So thanks again for putting that there. At any rate, we've got documentation of white papers, community tools, PowerShell scripts, everything. This was a great resource to put together. I would highly advise you go and bookmark this. I will, of course, put the link in the YouTube video description and check it out. Next up, Adam Ball, another Office Servers and Services MVP, or Skype for Business MVP, whichever's easier for you. It's such a long thing to say Office Servers and Services MVP. But anyway, Adam Ball, he is one of the MVPs in the community, and he put another short blog post on here, but I love the way he says this first paragraph. Are you going to VMworld? Do you work with Skype for Business? Are you planning a deployment of Skype for Business that you want to virtualize? Are all of your first choice sessions full? And by sessions, he's talking VMworld sessions. And so then he jumps on to say, obviously, if you answered yes, check out this session here. And like he says, he's going to be speaking alongside the IT guys over at VMware, the Skype for Business guys, and talking about how they deploy their Skype for Business and the best practices used when deploying. If we click on the link, we're taken over to the VMworld site. We can see the catalog for all the different sessions that will be going on at VMworld. And his session here, Thursday, September 1st, 12 to 1, Principal Systems Architect and Skype for Business MVP from Strategic Products and Services, talking alongside Hemal Doshi and Rakesh Gajwani from VMware. So that should be a good session. Make sure you, if you're going, you be sure to catch that session. And hopefully it'll be available for playback afterwards. But yeah. All right, let's go over to this. This is a no jitter post here. And like a lot of other no jitter posts that I've talked about in the past, this circles around end user adoption, crafting a good strategy to have a successful adoption. This is sponsored by Arcaden, and it is really just 10 different points by MacGyver here, about how to ensure success with adoption for your Skype for Business deployment. I'm not going to touch on all these. There's some really good points. Like number one, get your boss's boss on board. We all know we need high-level buy-in for a successful Skype for Business deployment. We need support from the very top throughout the whole process. And there's some other really good points down here. Open your mind to the cloud, crown your champions. But the point I really want to highlight is a point that I feel gets neglected all too often when it comes to adoption strategies at different organizations, and that is train for success. He highlights here, and this is simple. Short 15 to 30 minute training sessions during the first 30 to 60 days will build an army of committed Skype users. This is, in my opinion, the best approach, and dare I say, I believe they should be mandatory. Yes, we should force the end users, in my opinion, to have to go through just a quick, this is how you do this session. When introducing a new UC tool, this is a whole new platform. This is going to be the center of how the employees work, how they work together, how they collaborate, how they are productive. So they should really have to have some sort of quick course in how to use it effectively, right? And in short sessions that are interactive and, give them the ability to ask questions, I believe that's the best thing you can do to ensure success. Outside of that, you might want to put together short little videos with tips and training tools to put out there on your intranet or something. But I'm not going to, beat on that drum for too much longer. But honestly, training is just, I think, such an undervalued part of a successful adoption strategy, and I really think more businesses need to focus in that area. I think we need to take this from number 9 and slide it way up here somewhere towards the top. My 2 cents. Moving on, let's look over at Matt Landis's tweet. Really, it was him retweeting the Skype for Business social media account on Twitter's tweet about getting a sneak peek into upcoming Cloud PBX features. This was Sean Wilson and Jamie Stark that were talking about this today on their Skype meeting broadcast session. Auto attendant and hunt groups, big topics, and one step closer to Cloud PBX being, again, it's one step closer to it being more along the lines of what you would get on-prem with your enterprise voice advanced feature sets. The parity is not quite there with what you get on-prem versus what you get in Office 365 with Cloud PBX. But these two features being incorporated into Office 365, we're getting there. Step by step, it's getting closer. And the story for why Skype for Business Online is a good choice, is becoming more and more compelling. They did this broadcast earlier today. It should be available for playback. I'm yet to watch it, but can't wait to dig in, and I would highly encourage you guys to do the same. I'll put those links out there for you on the YouTube video description. So thanks for sharing, Matt. We appreciate it. Thanks for sharing the info with us, guys, Jamie and Sean. And looking forward to Cloud PBX growing more and more into the enterprise voice solution we know that it's gearing up for. So good stuff. Let's go back over to my main screen here. There we go. That's all I've got today. Again, watch the Skype show next week. I will be on it. I'm looking forward to it, talking more about hybrid. And yeah, it's gonna be a good show. And you guys have a great weekend. Be safe as always. Have fun, but be safe. And next Friday, I will be moving. I will be driving cross country the entire day on Friday, so I probably won't be able to do the show on Friday next week. I will try my best to record it Thursday night and get it out there for you Friday morning. If that doesn't happen, though, this show could be a couple days late, I know, but just putting fair warning out there in case the chaos of moving catches up with me. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for all the retweets and the shares, and I look forward to the next Skype for Business recap, hopefully next Friday. Thanks, have a good night, and adios.